Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and cadet candidates. My name is Colonel Ebner, West Point class of 1988. On behalf of the Superintendent, Lieutenant General Williams, the Commandant of Cadets, Brigadier General Gilland, I welcome you to the United States Military Academy at West Point. To the candidates, congratulations on your selection for admission into the class of 2022. You have completed a rigorous selection process and are now about to take your first steps toward developing as a leader of character and becoming an officer in the United States Army. That selection process included 12,295 applicants, of whom 2,236 were deemed fully qualified. Today, 1,230 enter with you into the class of 2022. A few words of advice. Cadet basic training is designed to provide you with fundamental soldier skills and knowledge of cadet life while developing physical stamina and the mental discipline necessary to enable you to succeed at West Point. Keep a positive attitude and stay focused, and drink water. Candidates, when you leave here, you will begin in processing, get your initial uniform issued, meet the cadet in the red sash, get company assignments, go through basic drill and ceremony, eat your first meal in the cadet mess hall, and receive a free, stylish haircut. Family and friends, while the candidates are in processing, I invite you to take some time and visit this national treasure and learn some of the history of the oldest continuously garrisoned Army post in the United States. While doing so, please note the location of water points around the plane today. We expect exceptionally hot weather, and hydration will be critical. There will be shuttle buses departing from Eisenhower Hall to various locations on post throughout the day. And there are information stations set up in the ballroom of Eisenhower Hall to your rear to help answer any questions that you may have. Please remember that your son or daughter has much to complete today. Therefore, no family or friends are allowed in the cadet area at any point during the day. At 3 p.m., the West Point Leadership Team, the Superintendent, the Commandant of Cadets, and the Dean of the Academic Board, along with the Cadet Basic Training Commander, will conduct a welcome and information briefing for family and friends right here in Eisenhower Theater. At that time, you will have the opportunity to hear from each and to ask any questions that you may have. The culmination of today's events will be the ceremony, the oath ceremony on the plane. Your new cadets will begin marching out onto the plane promptly at 6:30 p.m. So you should arrive early to get seated in the bleachers. Shuttle buses will stage behind the stands after the ceremony to take you back up to the parking lots by Michie Stadium. Again, congratulations and welcome to the class of 2022. Welcome to West Point and welcome to the Army family. I'll be followed by Cadet Polhamus with some additional information for you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Following my briefing, friends and families will be asked to exit the rear of the auditorium to the Parent Information Center located in Crest Hall. As you enter the Parent Information Center, you will receive a map of West Point in addition to a schedule for today's activities. Additional information about key dates for your candidates, their privileges, and their mailing addresses will also be provided. Cadet candidates, in a moment, you will move forward and walk to the side of the theater following your cadet guides to the stage. You will be going alone, and you will only be taking your luggage with you. You now have 60 seconds to say your goodbyes.
The commander of troops for today's ceremony is the Regimental Commander, Cadet Captain Jessica Maddox from Aberdeen, North Carolina. Her staff consists of the Regimental Executive Officer, Cadet Captain Emily Sexauer from Adairsville, Georgia. The Regimental Adjutant, Cadet Captain Natalie Nipa from Franklin, Michigan. The Regimental Intelligence Officer, Cadet Captain Scott Parker from Haymarket, Virginia. The Regimental Operations Officer, Cadet Captain Joseph Menino from Gurnee, Illinois. The Regimental Logistics Officer, Cadet Captain Baxter Hodge from Montgomery, Alabama. And the Regimental Communications Officer, Cadet Captain Callie Peace from Botswick, Georgia. Our day marks the beginning of a connection that the class of 2022 and the class of 1972 will forge over the next 4 years as a result of the West Point Association of Graduates 50-year affiliation program. This program will enable these two classes to work together on at least one significant event during each year that the class of 2022 is here at West Point, culminating when the distinguished members of the class of 1972 will present the graduating members of the class of 2022 with their first set of second lieutenant bars on graduation day. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Military Academy presents the class of 2022.
And repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and bear true allegiance to the national government that I will maintain and defend paramount to any and all allegiance, sovereignty or fealty I may owe to any state or country whatsoever, and that I will at all times obey the legal orders of my superior officers and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Please lower your right hands.
Washington's Post. Alpha Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Tina Lay from San Jose, California. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant John Apis from San Antonio, Texas. Bravo Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Francis Whalen from Colonial Beach, Virginia. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Nathan Smoot from Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlie Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Peter Woodenberg from Holland, Michigan. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant John Erskine from Kennesaw, Georgia. Delta Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Zach Gieske from Bozeman, Montana. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Joshua Fonseca from Tawnytown, Maryland. Since the days of the American Revolution, flag bearers have been an important element in ceremonies. At the center of today's formation and bearing the national colors is the United States Corps of Cadets, Cadet Basic Training Color Guard, led by Cadet Sergeant Stephen Kelly from Draper, Utah. Marching with the colors is the Regimental Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Sergeant Major Carlin Ivy from Conyers, Georgia. Echo Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Hannah Artell from Colorado Springs, Colorado. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Aiden Keys from Graham, Washington.
I look forward to it. I hope I'm sure.
Foxtrot Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Eric Dragland from Orangevale, California. The First Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Palmer Fields from Kennesaw, Georgia. Golf Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Andrew Valkenberg from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Drew Olszewski from Charlestown, West Virginia. Hotel Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Jacob Fryer from Katy, Texas. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Kenneth Brown from Yorktown Heights, New York. India Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Amy Yang from Munchkin, Pennsylvania. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Hayes Greer from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We would ask that you please remain off the plane. Shuttle buses to all parking lots will be departing from the road directly across from Battle Monument until 8 o'clock tonight. Please feel free to take advantage of this service. We hope to see you all back here at West Point on the 13th of August when the class of 2022 marches back from Camp Buckner, culminating the completion of cadet basic training. Thank you for attending and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Very good. You better stay till the door's shut.
He becomes part of your family.
No. We have agreements. That's not
There's one place, we just work like this. I understand, yes. I hope You've got a lot of them. So they should have. I've been passing these out. That's some parents, not all. Might be helpful. I have one other
Gary, Kathy.
point of contact. I think should be
Good seeing you, Gary, okay? When am I going to see you again?
We'll be up here for acceptance.
Yeah. I'll give it the acceptance, okay.
How are you holding
I'll
up?
send you a note about
Did you see her?
March back in.
Okay, that's
I hadn't registered yet.
Right?
Hey, I'll see you later, okay? Thanks for coming. And take care of that picture, okay?
I will. I will.
Robbie, sorry to hear about your life up here.
Come up on the other side or slide over. 0 days, 30 days.
See you next week.
And he said, my primary care physician said, he's in the Air Force. It was really he said, I don't know if this is going to rest. Very low. I've been having contact with him.
You go, Mark. Okay, I work with
I've
Mark.
been managing. Yeah, I'm trained up.
You're in your regular seat. I know. I'm like, Kristen was decided not to come. Workstation's right there.
Yeah. So my goal was to make it so. You know what? That would. You know what? You can hand them the silver.
I think that lady was playing.
Oh, the bars.
Yeah.
And I don't know who it was. I'm not going to remember their name. You won't. He won't. Well, you might. You might see an email. I don't remember. Well, you can message me. I can text you anywhere or something.
You know what? I got another guy that
The year before football.
I got his number too.
That's very important. That's very important.
Charles, did you see Callie? I took 10 minutes to bipolar. I think I